George Bernard Shaw said, "There is no love sincerer than the love of food." I know I agree with that statement, and I'm sure everyone in here does too. Americans love to eat and will eat at any opportunity given to us. Whether it's at a wedding, a bridal shower, a family get together, a barbecue, anything, Americans love to eat. Over the past several years, many Americans have become concerned with how their food is grown. A rapidly growing population of Americans are opposed to conventional methods used to grow their food. Thus, many Americans are pro-organic. Why are these people so opposed to conventional methods, and is organically grown food really better for humans? That is what my speech is about today, and I'm going to talk about three main points. I'm going to talk about chemicals, health benefits, and then GMOs. First, I'm going to start with chemicals. The word chemicals has a negative connotation that comes with it, and it's almost like a dark cloud hangs over you when people even talk about it. From the time we're little to now, we're told chemicals are bad and we're not supposed to be around them or ingest them or anything, and that's understandable. But many people who are pro-organic food use that as a scare tactic to get people to believe what they're saying. They claim that chemicals are harmful to humans, and at first glance or on the surface that sounds like a reasonable argument, but the studies show otherwise. A big chemical that's used in conventional farming is Roundup. Everybody knows what Roundup is. It's a weed killer. And many people think that it hurts humans, and understandably so. If you were to drink a whole bottle of Roundup, it would hurt you, but that goes for anything. Aspirin is okay for you, but if you eat a whole bottle, that's going to hurt you. Water is good for you, but if you drink liters and liters of it every day, that's going to hurt you. So we have things like the EPA that regulate how much farmers can put on their crops, and the EPA stands for Environmental Protection Agency. Also, the American Cancer Society did studies and found that there is no definite proof that organic foods are less likely to be contaminated by compounds that might cause cancer. So now that I've talked about chemicals, I'm going to talk about health benefits. Organic activists say that organic foods have more nutrients in them because they don't have chemicals on them. But according to Stanford University, there is very little difference in nutrient content. And also the Mayo Clinic conducted studies and concluded the same thing. Last but not least, I will talk about GMOs, which is genetically modified organisms. A GMO is an organism that has gone through genetic engineering so that its DNA has one or more genes that's not usually there. So basically a GMO is when they put things in the crop that makes it grow bigger and has more nutrients in it. This may sound scary at first, but there's a reason that farmers do it and a reason scientists like it. According to the International Union of Nutritional Sciences, the benefits of improving the nutritional quality of food are higher for low-income countries. Genetically modified food crops could increase the cost of production and have a positive effect on the environment in both developed and developing countries. In countries like Africa, where malnutrition is a problem and they don't have access to clean food and healthy food, genetically modified foods can be a literal lifesaver. In countries like this, women are always pregnant and they have their babies prematurely and they're born with several health problems because they don't have access to clean food. According to OrganicConsumers.org, they say that genetically modified protein may have unintended effects that cause the proteins to digest more slowly, which leaves more time for people to be allergic to them. But according to agbioworld.org, there are no proven examples of genetically modified products adding risk. Genetically modified organisms make it easier for farmers to produce more nutrient food and bigger yields. So instead of having to plant 400 acres of something, they can plant 200 and it'll go farther. So now that I've talked to you about chemicals, health benefits, and genetically modified organisms, I hope I've persuaded you in understanding that organic food is no better for you than conventionally grown food. And just like I began with a quote, I like to end with a quote from Orson Welles. Ask not what you can do for your country, ask what's for lunch.